People gathered in the Nevada desert for this year's Burning Man festival, including one Montana artist whose latest creation turned heads. MTN's Cassidy Powers caught up with Clinton Lesh about the 4-ton woolly mammoth he built to represent the Treasure State.
You may recall last year when I was riding this 12-foot jackalope. This year, I'm going to give you a second to guess what creature I'm riding. Well, if you guessed an 8,000-pound mammoth, you got it.
The tusks kind of made them bigger than historically they should be, but I think it turned out really well.
Clinton Lesh has been making art with sparks and metal scraps for nearly 10 years as a full-time metal sculptor.
Kind of something similar. Cool.
Clinton graduated from Montana State with a degree in art. He got in good with local legend Jim Dolan, the artist behind many famous sculptures around the Treasure State, and the rest is history.
This is actually what the tusks and the rest of the body's made of.
Last year, I told you about Clinton's crazy jackalope sculpture.
It's kind of our Bigfoot in eastern Montana, and as a little kid, you think, like, oh, that's pretty cool. I want to find one of those.
His first work of art for Burning Man. And if you're unfamiliar with Burning Man, it's essentially an art festival held down in Nevada.
Essentially, 80,000 people show up to the desert where there's nothing, and they build a city for a week, and it's all about radical self-expression.
About 75 large art pieces are commissioned, with around $1 million granted to the artists, Clinton included. I asked what inspired this year's creature, considering the theme to follow was tomorrow and today, all about the future.
I looked into the past to see what I want to do, dinosaurs, Ice Age animals, and I heard that they were cloning mammoths. I was like, well, that's kind of perfect.
And I don't think you're cloning this mammoth, considering it took Clinton 5 months to make.
These are the individual hairs that we're welding on for the mammoth.
There's over 5,000 of these hairs, by the way, covering this 12-foot tall, 22-foot long, 4-ton mammoth. And when talking about a Clinton sculpture, you have to ask about the iconic trapdoors.
Just like a car hood with this thing I can pull. Yeah. So I've got about 20 of these LED panels set up on the inside of here.
I also asked Clinton, what was the hardest part about making him?
Probably having it come apart.
The tusks come off, and this mammoth actually splits in half, as you see here. Because how else was he getting this thing to Nevada?
You get a lot of good looks going down the road.
For Burning Man this year, I have to say, Clinton might have outdone himself, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Ton of compliments. Probably the best one was there was a couple that got married in front of the mammoth this year. They were like, this is our favorite sculpture, so we decided to do our ceremony in front of it.
This mammoth is made from materials strictly from Montana. The eyes from a glass blower in Townsend.
They're very soft and add like a soul to the sculpture almost.
The stainless steel metal from a company in Billings. With Burning Man hosting folks from all over the world, I asked Clinton what it means to be representing Montana.
It's an honor. A lot of people view Montana as this beautiful state and all these wonderful things going on. And then when you can bring art from Montana, they're like, oh, they've kind of got it all.
Clinton tells me he intends on representing Montana again next year. And within the next month, he'll have his next crazy creature planned out. In Bozeman, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.